And the whole multitude of them arose and led him unto Pilate. They accused him, saying, We found this fellow perverting the nation, forbidding tribute to Caesar, and claiming to be Christ a king. Pilate asked, Art thou the king of the Jews? And he answered, Thou sayest it. Then Pilate said to the chief priests and to the people, I find no fault in this man. They were more fierce, saying, He stirreth up the people, teaching throughout all Jewry, from Galilee to this place. When Pilate heard of Galilee, he asked if the man was a Galilean. Knowing he was of Herod's jurisdiction, he sent him to Herod, who was also in Jerusalem. When Herod saw Jesus, he was exceeding glad, having long desired to see him and hoping for a miracle. Herod questioned him extensively, but Jesus answered nothing. Herod and his men mocked him, arrayed him in a gorgeous robe, and sent him again to Pilate. Pilate called together the chief priests, rulers, and people, saying, You brought this man to me as one who perverts the people. I have examined him and found no fault in him concerning your accusations. Nor has Herod, for I sent you to him, and nothing worthy of death has been done by him. I will therefore chastise him and release him, for he must release one unto them at the feast. But they cried out, saying, Away with this man, and release unto us Barabbas. Barabbas was imprisoned for sedition and murder. Pilate, willing to release Jesus, spoke again to them. But they cried, Crucify him, crucify him. Pilate asked a third time, Why? What evil hath he done? I find no cause of death in him. I will chastise him and let him go. They were instant with loud voices, demanding his crucifixion. Their voices and those of the chief priests prevailed. Pilate sentenced that it should be as they required. He released Barabbas, who was imprisoned for sedition and murder, as they desired, but he delivered Jesus to their will. As they led him away, they laid hold upon Simon, a Cyrenian, coming from the country, and laid the cross on him to bear after Jesus. A great company of people and women followed, bewailing and lamenting him. Jesus turned and said, Daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but for yourselves and for your children. When they came to Calvary, they crucified him, and the malefactors, one on the right hand and the other on the left. Then said Jesus, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And they parted his raiment and cast lots. The people stood beholding. The rulers also derided him, saying, He saved others. Let him save himself, if he be Christ, the chosen of God. One malefactor railed on him, saying, If thou be Christ, save thyself and us. But the other rebuked him, saying, Dost not thou fear God, seeing thou art in the same condemnation? And Jesus said unto him, Verily I say unto thee, today shalt thou be with me in paradise. It was about the 6th hour, and darkness covered all the earth until the 9th hour. The sun was darkened, and the veil of the temple was rent in the midst. When Jesus cried with a loud voice, he said, Father, into thy hands I commend my spirit. And having said thus, he gave up the ghost. When the centurion saw what was done, he glorified God, saying, Certainly this was a righteous man. All the people who came to that sight smote their breasts and returned. Behold, there was a man named Joseph, a counselor, a good and just man, who had not consented to their counsel and deed. He went to Pilate and begged the body of Jesus. He took it down, wrapped it in linen, and laid it in a sepulchre hewn in stone, where no man had ever been laid. The women who came with him from Galilee followed, beheld the sepulchre, and how his body was laid. They returned, prepared spices and ointments, and rested the Sabbath day according to the commandment.